What is up there, guys? This is Cobrak and it's time to go over some number tweaking patch notes. Patch 7.0.3 hotfixes. Lots of number changes coming in here. I think that this patch is going to land in around a week from now. Or maybe even sooner than that. It actually says like in the next realm maintenance. When the hell is that from today? I don't know, man. My schedule's all the pot, alright? Fuck it, let's just look at the Warlock changes, alright? There we are. Alright, so I'm going to have these linked down below in the video description if you want to take a closer look at Affliction and Demonology's changes. It's buffs across the board for Warlock, so good news there. Let's have a look at Destruction Warlocks, right? Case ball damage increased by 11%. Alright, so we all knew that this one was coming. I mean, it had to. I expected more than 11%. I see what they're doing. They're favouring just giving these blanket buffs, I guess, to just raise net DPS rather than just straight up fucking buffing case bolts damage and risking making it imbalanced and all the rest of it. But it's a little bit cowardly in my opinion. They could just buff this by like 20% and it still wouldn't have been that bad. Incinerate damage also increased by 11% though, so got me thinking, is this enough to push a backdraft and reverse entropy spec in PvP? What do we think? What do you guys think? Going backdraft, giving up the Shadowban, because it's worth noting that Shadowban has not got a damage buff. Is Case Ball going to stack up to Shadowban now? It's really, really quite hard to say, isn't it? I mean, like, only an 11% damage buff doesn't seem like so at all to me. I'm going to look forward to testing these. You know, going backdraft and unlocking Firestone again, because, you know, we need to work our way up to unlocking our honor talents again after prestiging. And seeing if we can make Case Bolt and even Incinerate get some work done in the old PvP. I don't think that the Incinerate damage buff is going to be enough, actually. I think that 11% on Case Bolt in PvP, once you get like the Firestone and stuff, might make it okay. Because that 11% damage buff is essentially doubled to a 22% damage buff when you pop Firestone, because of the way that Case Bolt scales with crit, and it just basically doubles the damage, you know? So, it's a decent buff to Case Bolt, but it's whether Incinerate is going to be strong enough of a filler, even with like an 11% damage buff. Maybe it's Incinerate that really needed a good kick up the ass, you know. Anyway, all subject to debate. I'm going to be trying it out either way once these changes go live. Report back to you guys with my findings. Immolate damage increased by 11%. Alright. A little bit inconsequential, I feel, for almost every aspect of the game, but okay. Conflagrate damage increased by 11%. Again, should this have just been more? I don't know, maybe I'm just being greedy now. Maybe I'm just being greedy and just wanting more damage, you know. I don't know, 11%'s alright, you know. We'll take it, we'll work with it. Conflagrate right now is doing, I'd say, compared to previous expansions and stuff, the way that Conflagrate operates now, it's not dazing the target anymore. It's just damage now. So we lost that part of our utility with Conflagrate, which sucks a tremendous amount of bollock, let's be honest. It's just damage now. How is it comparing, really? I honestly think it's doing a little bit less damage, kind of on average, to how it's done in previous expansions, you know? A Conflagrate like a Mr. Pandaria, or like Wrath of Lich King, was like this huge punch of fucking damage, you know? Especially when it crit, it was a stupendous amount of damage at times, actually. This expansion, it's a little bit tickly, a little bit weedy. 11% probably isn't going to change much. Next up, Rain of Fire damage increased by 11%, and cast time removed. Alright, so it's still useless in PvP, right? You're just never going to commit 3 soul shards to lobbing out a Rain of Fire. Okay. Would you ever do that? I'm trying to think of like a scenario in Arena where you're like trying to get a kill, and you just don't have any dots on the target, neither you or your teammates, and you get someone to like 10% health, and it's a Night Elf, and then he Shadow Melds, and you just so happen to have like 3 or 4 soul shards just sitting there after bursting on the guy, and then you drop a Rain of Fire on him to get the kill, or something like that. There's some really like weird scenarios that could happen, I suppose, to make Rain of Fire actually usable in PvP, but this is more of a PvE thing, and hell, I'm sure the PvE is going to be really happy with this change. Cataclysm talent damage increased by 11%. Again, doesn't really impact PvP in any which way at all. Is Cataclysm the go-to AoE talent for PvE? I'm really not sure. Is it Fire and Brimstone? Or is it Cataclysm? If there's any PvEers watching this one to enlighten us a little bit, hell, let us know. Damage buff all the same, pretty good. And Channel Demon Fire, damage increased by 11%. Alright, I don't really use Channel Demon Fire. I don't like it that much. And an 11% damage increase, I still don't think is worth not only the ability having a cast time, but being a channeled spell that requires you to be standing still, you know? It's not a cast while moving or anything. So I still don't really like it for PvP. Alright, scrolling down a little bit. Look at this, man. We've got a lot of PvP-specific changes here. Isn't this lovely? Having a little PvP section like this. So there's some damage tweaks and stuff like that going on here. Again, take your time to read through these. I've already read through them, but I can't afford to go through all of these. I just want this to be like a quick, snappy video. Unfortunately, no Warlock changes here in the PvP specific version. I was kind of expecting to scroll down and see, you know, Chaos Bolt's damage increased 20% in PvP or something like that. But hell, no such luck. A little bit further down here, we got the Honor System. The Honor System reward, Glory of the Melee, now rewards 500 artifact power. Was 150. So when you're working your way up to prestiging, and you get yourself a Glory of the Melee, or Melee, or Melee, or however the hell you want to pronounce that fucking cursed word, you do only get 150 honor points when you acquire one of those. And that shit fucking sucked. Honor points, did I say honor points? Artifact power. That shit sucked. It needed buffing. It's also going to help if, you know, if you're changing your mind about what class you want to play. It's not too late to change class, alright? This to me is one of the first steps towards introducing catch-up systems, right? For artifact power. So if you want to level like if I just wanted to fuck all the characters that I've leveled so far and just start playing a fire mage and just hammer out a lot of PGs and, you know, really go to town on it, it wouldn't be impossible to eventually sort of mostly catch up to where, you know, a lot of people who've just been hammering away at one character from the very start of the expansion, I'd be able to catch up at a more reasonable pace. And I think that we're going to see a lot more catch-up mechanics like this one start to come in as the expansion unfurls. One thing I do want to point out though, because I am a Warlock, alright, and I'm sorry if you're a rogue player, but you're the enemy, okay? Fucking rogue players, if there's one class I could just delete from the game as a Warlock player, especially a PvPer, rogues, man. I smiled a little bit when I saw this. Evaporate now deals 15% less damage in PvP. Nightblade now deals 15% less damage in PvP. Blah blah blah, what's all this? In controllers, king duration reduced 3 seconds. Okay, between the eyes, damage bonus on critical strikes reduced to 100% in PvP, down from 200. So, nerfs across the board for rogue in PvP. I just smile and laugh at this shit as a Warlock player, and just be happy about it. But if I can actually scroll down to okay, now I'm not gonna be able to find it here, but basically in 7.1, in case you haven't heard yet, a lot of people are saying, "Oh my god, I'm deleting my rogue." You know, a lot of rogue players are really, really sad about it. Assassination's agility, net agility, I believe in just PvP, is being reduced by 30%. Right? Subtlety's stamina and agility stats are getting reduced by 15%. And that's on top of these nerfs right here that are coming in the fucking hotfix in like a week's time, or maybe it's like half a week's time or something. It's fucking insane. Like, come on, Blizzard. I mean, rogues are strong, but hell, it feels to me like demon hunters are the ones who are one-shotting people. I know that rogues have a lot more utility and can set up kills a lot better than demon hunters and stuff. Demon hunters are a lot of just raw damage, it feels like to me. But bloody hell, even though I despise rogues, this feels a little bit much to me, personally. And anyway, that is all the changes that I'm going to cover. Like I say, these are just the PvP changes here. Remember to scroll up here, you're going to get a bunch more changes. Again, these are all linked down below. Check out your class if you've got some ults that you want to check out as well. You can have a look at those. A few damage never see it, a Demon Hunter as well, which I didn't really go into. There's a lot of things. Oh my god, look at that, man. Frost DK getting buffs as well. Frost Strike damage increased 12%, Obliterate damage. Oh man, I'm so glad I leveled that fucking Frost DK. Breath of Sindragosa increased as well. Oh my god, man, sick. Let's just re-roll, boys. Fuck it. Alright, anyways, that's it. Let's just wrap it up here. Thanks for watching, everybody. Check out the notes yourself. Come to your own conclusions. Discuss down below. Keep it civil, because there's no bastards on this channel. You guys are all cool. I trust all you. For now, I'm going to catch on you guys just a tad bit later. Remember, you can support the channel by liking, commenting, and subscribing. and checking out our Patreon page, which is always linked below in the description. So cheers again, everyone, and I will see you all tomorrow. The link, he's away from the link.
Trying to kill the link. Got it.
Fucking hell, man, I nearly died like nothing.
Oh, healer's dead.
Oh shit. Okay, I guess we kill a healer then. Something like that, alright? There's a shit ton of fucking damage tweaks here. Some classes getting torn down.
If we were going to get Elliot a chicken sandwich, it'd have proper chicken in it. His favourite sauce, and it'd be on one of those toasted rolls.
Why does this only happen to me?
For always being the
Fucking
first to
advert.